Hey everybody, this is Denny.
And this is James from TeaDB. Old boy is here, and he's here to brew some Heicha.
Let's get it.
Yeah, let's get it. What episode are we on?
176.
That's a lot of episodes.
God damn.
So we have some more Hunan Heicha here, courtesy of Scott's trip to Seattle.
Yep.
So thank you, Scott,
Thank
for
you, Scott.
these samples. We actually had this with him, and what does that smell like? It's got an intensely strong aroma.
It's so fruity. It's crazy, actually. All of these have these from these Hunan teas. This really raspberry fruit leather, sort of sweet dried fruit, raisiny.
So if you're looking to cut out your fruit leather addiction, look no further.
Yeah.
Than these Hunan Heichas.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll soon start your Xanax or whatever sleeping pill addiction that you need to go to bed. But
Yeah. This comes in kilogram bricks. So these are big bricks.
yes, sir.
So if you want a weapon as well to cure your fruit leather addiction,
Also true.
look no
In case you
further
need to beat it
than
over the
Xiangyi Heicha Zhuan. So this is from 2007. So it's 9 years old at this point. And I just gave that a nice Denny style long rinse.
Yep.
This brick is pretty compressed, really intense nose coming off of that.
It's
Yeah.
insane.
Really sweet.
Yeah.
Really sweet.
Super fruity.
Yeah. And one thing I've learned about these Heichas is that this is just a really diverse category of tea on its own. It's like we have brought on, I think, 4 in the last 3 episodes, and they're all very different from one another.
Right.
I guess the first 2 were similar, but like we brought on some rancid Fuzhuan last time, and this one is just totally different from the other 2 as well.
Absolutely. This one also doesn't have the yellow blossoms, does it?
No. And
let's see.
it doesn't smell anything like it.
No.
And these are, again, all from Hunan and all Heichas.
Yep. Give it a shot.
Yeah, I don't know
this?
what color we're supposed to get, so maybe that's a little bit too light, but we'll see.
Let's try it. Cheers.
Cheers. It's a little light.
Yeah.
Are you getting the similar taste to the aromatics?
Yeah, it's got a very... It's definitely light, so it's hard to put it like a perfect... those are the soundstage people building our sound booth.
Bill Murray's filming next door to us.
Yep.
Damn it, Bill.
Damn him.
Yeah.
Damn him.
Fuck that guy.
What a ruckus.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a little bit darker this time. Yeah, I would say it's very light now. I think we're not totally getting the full essence of the tea. It's vaguely sweet.
It's definitely sweet, definitely fruity. It's got some other stuff going on in there though that it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
There's this sort of, and I think I kind of got it in the other last week episode too. This sort of aftertaste of Chinese medicine-y, sort of not quite herbal, not quite cooling, but yeah, something that tastes kind of like Chinatown.
Do you like the taste?
Ginseng kind of. Have you ever had those little like raw Korean ginseng things or whatever?
Yeah.
There's sort of that strange, not minty aftertaste, but there's a sort of herbal component going on to it. Anyway, so we did a longer steeping this time, and then you did a quick flash steeping with boiling water.
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
And we can see here the Gaiwan, it's taking up much more space.
That tea was really compacted, actually.
And the aroma continues to be very intense, just like really overripe cherries or something like that.
Yep, I get the cherry vibe from it. Similar in some sense to a ripe pu'erh in terms of the aroma, but the taste is very different.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Getting a little bit more of that taste transferred over into the cup now. Gets sort of like a butteriness to this as well.
Yeah, I think so. I definitely get the butteriness. Is kind of not quite on the front of it, but sort of lingering. I wouldn't call this smoky, but there's something kind of earthy about this tea. It's kind of that herbal something. I don't know. Forgive me.
So what tea would you compare this to? We've been comparing a couple of these Hunan Heichas to teas that maybe people are a little bit more familiar with.
Yeah.
Is this? I would say that this represents some very, very sweet raw pu'erhs that I've had, maybe that have maybe a decade of age under somewhat humid conditions. Some of them.
I think this might be like, this also reminds me a little bit of a greener wooey that's young and sweet. There's something a little bit roasted to this flavor. I think the wooey wouldn't taste as sweet as this does, though. But I get similar. The roastiness of those teas can be kind of similar. And it depends on the wooey, like I said. So.
And to me, this tea I think is actually relatively easy drinking. I don't think this is something that would be totally off-putting to someone new to tea. So it's different, but it's not like different in the way that certain older pu'erhs could be, for instance.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think this is a kind and welcoming tea, but complex. I'm inexperienced with this category. We'll say that much.
Yeah, it's like we pulled some really ripe fruits just out from the earth, and that's what this.
You know, what you're friends with someone when you can tell that they're full of it, like seconds before they even start to speak.
And I can look at Denny and tell that he knows that I'm full of it. So basically, we don't play poker together.
Wow, look how much more red that is, or an orange. Getting a warming vibe off of this for sure.
Yep. Very sweet. Leaves a sweet feeling on the mouth. I think for the price of this, I think it's very reasonable to pick up a sample, see if you like it.
Oh, yeah.
I think it sells for something really inexpensive, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
So definitely worth the price of admission.
I totally agree. I'm getting this lasting herbal mouthfeel, kind of cooling, not cooling, but kind of menthol-y something going on that is very different than the actual taste of the tea. So this sort of, and it's not bitter, it's not tannin, it's not even really sour, but just something kind of, not even funky, but just, interesting that's standing behind. It's hard to describe. So,
No, I get what you're saying. And in that sense, I think it reminds me a lot of raw pu'erh in the sense that it has like a strong aftertaste, a strong form to it. Yeah. I will say that after brewing this for 4 steeps, this is the first time that I brewed this tea. I think this tea could use a good kick, a bit more than raw pu'erh could. It's a little bit more mellow, so you got to push it a little bit to get it to, I think, this state.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting more vanilla.
A little bit more sour in this infusion. So this infusion probably pushed it the hardest with the reboiled water as well as just the longer steep time.
It does have that pu'erh feel to it. Not as petrol, gasoline-y in the slightest.
It has sort of I feel like the pu'erh feel to it. If it has been stored in more humid conditions and it's mellowed a little bit, it's definitely not got like that strong, bitter, kicking like a meal to it. It doesn't have that to the extent that some raw pu'erhs do.
Totally agree. But really nice. Yeah, that's where it's coming in right now. Again, that sort of medicinal. I'm licking the floor of a Chinese medicine shop kind of a place.
Yeah.
Someone please screenshot that for
Old
me.
boy licking the floor. Don't cut off his tongue.
All fair points.
Yeah. Anyways, where can someone find out more about tea, Danny?
Oh, man. So for movie references, go to imdb.com. For tea, though, check us out on TeaDB.org. But before you do that, go to yunansourcing.com and check out Scott. Scott's not only is Scott just a good dude, he's just a good guy. He's got a great dog. He also sells a really great tea, and does so for really, really, really affordable, very reasonable prices.
Yep.
This is a whole category of tea that these Hunan teas that we don't drink much that is really fun and exciting to bring on the show and try. They're somewhat inexplicable. If you folks want to let us know in the comments what you guys think about these sorts of teas, if you have sort of a general category of flavors that you would ascribe to these, let us know, because I'm struggling to figure it out.
Yeah.
I've got raspberry, fruit leathers.
And I would say, as far as like the approachability of these teas, I would say that this is very approachable tea, especially for anyone remotely familiar with raw pu'erh.
Yeah, and this is a new kind of a thing, a new experience for even old tea drinker like us old folks out here in TeaDB.
Us poo heads.
So definitely check these guys out. TeaDB.org. Subscribe for weekly videos. Like the video if you like the video. And we'll see you guys next time.
Cheers, guys.